What's going on, guys? Seth here for Tasty Loot Gaming doing a TLG Reacts live. I have less than an hour to go through a lot of shit that dropped yesterday, so I'm going to do that as fast as possible. Anybody watching this, please feel free to drop information to me as I go through this. If I miss something, let me know as I'm going so I can correct or look at the right stuff, because I got a bunch of trailers I'm going to watch and some stuff I'm going to read, give you my impressions. So definitely add to the conversation. Anybody watching this after the fact, we got a Discord link down below. Talk to us anytime, all the time, and we're on iTunes, Spotify, and other podcast platforms if you prefer to listen to us. Also, our game of the month is Path of Exile, and for PlayStation Plus, we got Handsome Jack Collection and Sonic Mania. Play those. Come back to the month for Plus Club, and we will talk about those. Okay, so I'm getting a fucking message. Okay, so as you guys know, a lot of things have came out recently, so I got to go over it and give you my impressions. I don't want to start with Baldur's Gate, so we'll start with Stadia. Finally, it has been announced. The price points and stuff like that. What's up, Simon? And we're gonna go through that. I pretty much already know, but we're gonna go through it together so we can talk about it. And I was pretty much right, but kind of, I was like, it might be this, might be that. It's both, so it makes sense. So let's just jump into it, because like I said, I got less than an hour. Okay, so Google Stadia, all details you need to know: games, price, release date, Founders Edition, everything you need to know to start gaming in the cloud. Okay, so let's go. Google has finally shared the release date details for Stadia, the cloud-based. Where's the details at? Okay, so let's see. Oh fuck. Okay, there is a bunch of info here. They always start off like, when I was a child living in the countryside with my grandpapa, he once told me about in the future there may be ways that we can communicate through wires. Anyway, going back, the company announced that Stadia will first launch in November 2019, so this year, as part of Special Founders Edition for early adopters, with free Stadia base for everyone else following in 2020. You can pre-order the Stadia Founders Edition right now. Unlike conventional platforms, Stadia is cloud-based gaming service with games running remotely on dedicated servers, while seamlessly streaming to nearly any device that can support Google's Chrome browser. This theoretically enables players to access cutting-edge games. Fuck. I got people fucking hitting me up. Cutting-edge hardware, along with a host of other interesting perks, such as the ability to jump directly from watching a streamer play something into trying and then buying the game. We got our hands on Stadia at an event. Oh my god, this is fucking pissing me off. Anyway, I'm fucking this up. Streamer play something into trying to buying. We got our hands on Stadia at the event earlier, and we're broadly impressed. It's an interesting way to put that. If a little skeptical about the effect of variable connection. Not interested in this. The only physical hardware included in Stadia is its controller, which uses Wi-Fi to connect directly to a remote data center running the game, selling for $69. That's pretty high. It's largely a standard gamepad with additional buttons for easily capturing footage and for calling up Google Assistant to ask for in-game help. Some big games and content was announced during the Stadia Connect event, including Baldur's Gate 3 and Destiny 2 Shadowkeep. You can check out our news recap for more details on all that. Below you'll get a rundown. Okay, this is what I need. Stadia's Founder Edition, available for pre-order now. The Founders Edition is the only way to access Stadia at launch. So that's November. What's up, Almaxai? No YouTube. Yeah, I was about to say it should be up. Also, hello to your hair dye. He looks like a different entity on top of you. He's a completely different entity on top of me. Been getting all sorts of comments about me looking like I'm from Game of Thrones or Lord of the Rings, which I'm fine with completely. Yeah, so selling for $130 from Google, the Stadia Founders Edition includes a limited edition Night Blue controller, which is kind of cool if you're into this, a Chromecast Ultra. He has a ginger minge. Actually, I don't. I don't. Too much info. Uh, a Chromecast Ultra, which I'm not sure what that is, if that's something that's already out. I know Chromecast, obviously, but I don't know about Ultra. Um, but I literally said, like, in like 2 streams ago, I was like, you'll get like a little dongle for this shit because you're not going to need a console. So as long as it can process internet, you should be fine. A 3-month subscription to Stadia Pro service, first dibs on your Stadia name, and a 3-month buddy pass to Stadia Pro for a friend. Okay, so if you get this Founders Edition thing, somebody else can try it out too, which is good marketing on their part. I'm just going to talk about this case by case because I can't reiterate this. I fucking don't have much time. I think the Night Blue controller is neat, especially since you're buying a Founders Edition. You can show off, oh, I bought it, I got that fucking controller. Otherwise, it's all stuff that I assumed you'd get. The dibs on Stadia name makes sense, because you're like one of the first people to be on it, playing it. You spent more money. Why not, get some kind of perk like that? And yeah, overall, 3 months of the service, we already know, even though I'm sure it'll cover it. You're going to have the service, but also have to buy games. So which is kind of interesting. Stadia base starting in 2020, Stadia will be available to anyone with a controller and a compatible device. At first, that will include any computer with a Chrome browser and Pixel 3 or 3a phone. Users will be able to buy and keep games, granting unlimited access to their library from anywhere up to 1080p 60 frames per second with stereo sound. This is known as Stadia base. Stadia Pro. To get the complete Stadia experience, you'll need to pay $10 per month for access to Stadia Pro, which is very cheap and completely fair price point. 100%. That's very cheap. I'm sure that'll go up. The accompanying subscription service, which includes everything from the base experience with the addition of streaming up to 4K 60 frames per second HDR and 5.1 surround sound, which is impressive if they nail that. Access to library of free games for the duration of your subscription. So Game Pass, pretty much, or like the free games you get on PlayStation Plus every month. You get access to those. You stop your subscription, you don't get access to them anymore. Exclusive discounts on purchasing games, which is pretty standard, and for a limited time, access to the complete Destiny 2 experience, including all previous and upcoming add-ons. But it's going free to play, aside from the expansions, obviously, the Forsaken and the newest one. Stadia launch countries. Stadia will launch in November in 14 countries, so most of us. And launch titles. Stadia will launch with more than 30 titles, so not a lot, but not bad either. So we got Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, Doom Eternal, Doom 2016, Rage 2, Elder Scrolls Online, Wolfenstein Youngblood, Destiny 2, Get Packed, don't know what the fuck that is, Grid, Metro Exodus, Thumper, Farming Simulator 19, Baldur's Gate 3, Power Rangers Battle for the Grid, everybody loved that one, Football Manager, Samurai Showdown, Final Fantasy 15, Tomb Raider Definitive Edition, Rise of the Tomb Raider, Shadow of the Tomb Raider, NBA 2K, Borderlands 3, Guilt, Mortal Kombat 11, Darksiders Genesis, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Just Dance, Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Breakpoint, Tom Clancy's Division 2, Trials Rising, The Crew 2, unannounced games from Capcom, EA, and Rockstar. So a pretty respectable list of games that I think most people would play, although they probably own most of these already unless there's some exclusivity. Or Thick Purple Girdle. I might have that. We don't know what I've done down below. Overall, do I think Stadia is gonna be the one to feel sick just hearing about that game again? I never heard about it in the first place. Definitely fucking elaborate on that one. Do I think Stadia is going to be the one that's going to push us into the future of streaming games? No, I don't. But is it welcome? For the most part, I'm not a big fan of certain people involved with it, but they're doing it. Are they the first one to do it? No. Are they the second one to do it? Are they the third one to do it? No. But if anyone has the capability of doing it as of right now, it's Google. So, but I do think that we're going to be getting stuff like this rolled out with most consoles. I think that's the best way to do it, is a soft introduction, having a console that you already own, you're already playing the games the traditional way that you're used to, buying them digitally, buying them physically, but also offering a service that will allow you to stream, and slowly kind of morphing it over to that, which I'm sure will be the way they do it, the same way digital sales have grown over time over physical sales. Never heard about it either, though the name sounds familiar somehow. Isn't it an adaptation of something? Yeah, there's a book series by Tolkien called The Power Rangers of Old, and yeah, it's based off of that. But some people argue that it's not accurate and it leaves out a lot of stuff about like Tom Bombadil, and people were not happy about that. As people are never happy about anything, me included on some things. I try to stay optimistic. Um, yeah, so that's Stadia. Pretty much called it on being a subscription thing, but also buying games. They did both, so which makes sense. And yeah, overall, it seems like a fair deal. I will be curious to see how it does. And some people have even said that they realize not everybody has good connections, which is something I've brought up or everybody's brought up. But they're saying that this could be a way for Google to really push fiber across the country and into the suburbs and shit. So maybe it's a ploy for them to go. You could you could really benefit playing Stadia if we could get our fucking fiber wire in the ground where you're at. So that might be another reason why they are pushing this. Let me know in the comments, people watching, what you think about this, and anybody watching this after the fact, let me know everything you're thinking about when it comes to Stadia, its model. What do you think about the price point? What do you think about buying and subscribing to games, streaming games? What do you think about that fucking night blue controller, limited edition? Are you interested in paying that $130 for that Chromecast Ultra with a cool controller and a buddy pass? If you get that buddy pass, send it my way because I would love to try this. And yeah, let me know everything you think about when it comes to Stadia. Next thing we're going to watch. And like I said, don't got time for details. So if there are details, let me know in the comments, please. Because I know when we get to Destiny 2, you're going to have a lot to say, Almixi. So preemptively, get that ready. So, checking comments real fast. I never heard about it either. Oh, yeah. We had a fight about last month. Fight about? What did we fight about? We fight all the time. Like a fucking married couple. Tolkien can't be behind Power Rangers. Tolkien made Ghostbusters, dude. Get your facts straight. Fuck yeah. I get him and H.R. Geiger mixed up all the time. The guy who made Ivan Ooze. What's up, Ryan? Doing a real fast impromptu reaction video because I gotta go to work in like 40 minutes, 50 minutes, and after that, I gotta hop in a car and drive to California. So, Baldur's Gate 3, let's just jump into this right fucking now. I've not watched this yet, but I do know Baldur's Gate 3 is coming, which is fucking crazy. That's really good CG. This is very similar to Power Rangers in tone. Well, this is fucking disturbing. Someone's gonna hand him a Snickers. Jesus fucking Christ. Ew. Looks a lot better now. God, I haven't played Baldur's Gate in so fucking long. That's one of the, like I was telling Chevy, that's one of those like legacy games you just kind of assume is dead. It's over, and it'll live on. It's great. Everybody loved it. But then they're like, Stadia, also, Baldur's Gate 3 is coming out. A game nobody really thought was going to be coming. Very cool. I thought that was a good teaser. Really good CGI. Really surprised by that. Really fucking gross, too. So that was also surprising. What's up, Josh? Mind Flayer. Let's see. Average internet speeds. Yeah, we did talk about that. And they gave it to the best possible studio too. Mind Flayers have joined the chat. Yeah, so this is a whole thing. I don't know if I'm going into that, but it says yes, Baldur's Gate 3 is happening, and it's being developed not by BioWare, maker of the earlier entries of the series, which is really interesting to hear that, because obviously BioWare doesn't have it anymore, but that they were involved with that they made that. But by Larian Studios, the studio behind the incredible Divinity Original Sin 2, which is fucking awesome to hear. Coming off of such a critically acclaimed RPG, it seemed like the perfect match, and the partnership between Larian and Wizards of the Coast has quite the story. Ahead of the official reveal of Baldur's Gate 3, GameSpot video producer and D&D aficionado Dave Jewett has been able to catch up with the founder. While Baldur's Gate 3 was announced within Stadia Connect stream ahead of E3 2019, Larian plans to bringing it to PCs as standard game as well. There's also no release date quite yet, so it's likely we won't see the game launched alongside Stadia later this year. As Vink says, it'll be ready when it's ready, which I know people will appreciate that. For now, enjoy Dave's conversation. I'm not going to go through the conversation. I would love to, but I don't have time. So yeah, no release date. It's ready when it's ready. It is coming out for Stadia, which is very interesting, but it's not an exclusive. A lot of people are posting this as an exclusive, as clickbait. It's coming out for PC as well, which it deserves and should be on PC. It'd be very stupid if it was not on PC. So overall, this is really intriguing. I haven't seen it yet, so I don't know. I don't know if it can translate over to nowadays, but they got the perfect studio to work on this, in my opinion, because if anyone's doing this kind of game genre right nowadays, it's these guys. Divinity's awesome. I need to play it more. Really enjoy it. It reminds me so much of the old Baldur's Gate games in a modern way with really cool systems, really impressive systems that, these guys getting their hands on this, it just makes sense. This is who you hand the game to, and they did it correctly. So we're already going in the right direction, which is great to be able to think and say. A lot of times I'm like, I don't know if it's going to work. I'm like 90%, 95% that this is going to work really well, and I can't wait to see what this game's going to look like. Hopefully it's getting a decent budget behind it too, so they can make it really pop, look really good. Like I said, that CGI was really good for that trailer or a teaser, and yeah, I can't wait to see this and potentially play it as long as it looks good. But I'm pretty sure it will be good. I can't see these guys making a bad game. So yeah, really excited. Let me know in the comments. What do you think about Baldur's Gate 3? What do you think about the teaser? Are you excited for this? Are you not excited for this? Is it too little, too late? Or are you like, fucking finally, this is coming back? And yeah, let me know everything you're thinking about when it comes to Baldur's Gate 3 and Stadia and it coming to PC. And Sven Vink, where the fuck that is. Next thing we're going to watch, because I'm flying through this, is Destroy All Humans remake. Now, in a stream recently, and was it Ryan that said that or somebody else? Somebody in a stream recently was saying that there was a rumor that, was it Psycho? Somebody said it, but I remember they said it. Somebody said that there was a new Destroy All Humans coming out. There's a rumor of that. And I was like, oh, it's interesting, but that's kind of hearsay, so we don't know. Well, apparently they were fucking accurate, because Destroy All Humans is getting remade. It's not a sequel, it's a remake of it. If you guys didn't get a chance to play it, Destroy All Humans was like a third-person, zany, third-person shooter action game where you played as an alien and you're destroying all humans. It came out on PS2, I believe, and Xbox. I don't know if it came out on Xbox, but it probably did. I played on PS2. But what's up, Jeremy? You're on both. Anyway, yeah, it was on all that, and I played it back in the day, and I liked it. I thought it was fun. It was very of its time. So bringing games like that back is kind of cool. Oh, there's another video I wanted to watch too. There's no, I don't got time for that. Yeah, so let's watch this. I'm assuming trailer teaser thing, official reveal trailer. Okay. Yeah, and this came out in 2005. It's really interesting they called it a cult classic. Because, I don't know a whole lot of people who loved it, but anytime you mention and someone recognizes the name, they liked it, so it makes sense. People also seem pretty happy about this, so that's cool. THQ Nordic, it's rewind time. THQ Nordic is really doing they're really pulling some interesting moves. I keep watching these guys because they're doing stuff that that no one really has the balls to do. They're bringing back a lot of stuff and working with a lot of stuff that was popular and then just died off. Like Titan Quest, they keep supporting that game, and people loved that game, and they still love it, and it gets great reviews on Steam, and then they release expansions for them, people love them, so I really like the way they're thinking. So Darksiders, they made 3, got okay reviews, people liked it, I heard, and they're making a new one. So, I mean, it's cool. I'd love for them to make a new Red Faction. Anyway, let's just jump into this. Jumping into this. What's with the fucking quality? That's fucking Simple Jack. Is this Rammstein? What a weird choice. Is this really the trailer? Alexa, I like probing people. That's not in any way a surprise. Twitch have better quality? Yeah, it does. YouTube has less delay. Yeah, pros and cons to both. I mean, I have Rammstein's a guilty pleasure of mine, so I don't really believe in guilty pleasures though, so I like Rammstein. But it's weird that they would bring something. Well, I guess this game is older anyway, so. Damn, he's cool. Damn, what the heck? There's that probing you were talking about. Okay, well, ooh, Todd Howard. I'm not ready to look at that guy right now. Okay, so I'm trying to gather myself real quick. Okay, so I'm stoked that they're making this 2020. That's, you know, next year. It's right around the corner, just in time for some elections that are happening in my country that I'm sure people will be more distracted with than this game coming out. So they picked a great year. But I thought it was fun. I thought it was a fun trailer. I think it's a cool way to announce it. We all know what the game is. It's a remake, so we know what to expect. And you know, the only thing that's weird about that, and I'm looking at a game with a dude who's up a fucking cow's ass. Was the Rammstein song played for that. Very, very interesting. In fact, somebody in the comments, yeah, if you look at the lyrics, it doesn't even really fucking work with that what we looked at too. So it's kind of weird. Oh, you guys can't see it all the way, but whatever. You can see the English part, but yeah, I'm stoked for it. I'll be interested. Oh, there's gameplay. Let's look at that real fast. I was about to say, I'd be interested to see what the game looks like. We'll see what it looks like. I'm wondering if this is just, if it's a full-on remake, or if they're like making it look just better.
What marvelous beings might exist out there, hands extended in friendship, awaiting the moment.
A planet seeded with pure Furon DNA. But I lost contact.
Let me get this.
Oh, it's 2016. Okay, that's not the right one. I was about to say, that doesn't look good at all. Anyway, so I guess we're not seeing it. But yeah, I'll be interested in seeing what it looks like, and yeah, I liked the first one, so I like Rammstein. Works for me. I think Rammstein has a new album coming out this year, which is fucking weird. Fucking weird. Let me know in the comments. Not a game for me. Yeah. Yeah. It's not, I have no hype for it. I just think it's neat that they're doing it. So, and I'll check it out when it comes out. But again, THQ just kind of, I feel like soft checking and seeing, you guys still like this? You guys still like this? At a low impact, they spend some money to remake it. And then, you know, if it doesn't work, they're like, okay, that makes sense. It's been a while. You don't want this anymore. But then if people are like, oh, yeah, and they buy it a lot, maybe we'll get a new one. So I kind of feel like that's what they're doing with a lot of games right now because they own a bunch of fucking properties. So pretty cool. Pretty cool. And yeah, let's jump into the next video. I'm sure I'm very excited for this. I heard some news about this that I'm not necessarily about this expansion, but something Destiny 2 is doing that I'm really fucking excited about. But we'll get into that. So this is the reveal trailer for Destiny 2 Shadowkeep, which is the new expansion, I believe. I'm so out of the loop, I didn't realize they're making another expansion. I thought they're just releasing new content. Because I remember after, and this was before they split off with Activision, but I remember after Forsaken came out, they were saying that they had plans for like 3 major content releases. And I was like, oh, cool, they're just going to have more content, that's cool. But, you know, a whole expansion, very, very promising. I actually was wrong in not really, just assuming Destiny 2 wasn't going to be good, and I didn't play it, and then I played it, and it was fun. So, and done way better than the first game. So I'm admitting that. By the light of the traveler, I knew you'd be excited. Yeah, they're real subtle with it too. It's not like they showed a man shoved into a cow's anus to his waist. Yeah, yeah. Everybody's got their hobbies, man. Don't kink shame. Yeah, let's watch this. Run out of time. This whole stream is gonna be like, run out of time. I ain't got time. I gotta go.
Looking to the future always brings us back to the past. Can you feel them? I can still hear their voices.
I love how much more Destiny 2 is story oriented.
And
you don't have to go on the internet to find the story out like in the first one.
Nightmares now stalk the surface. Walking shadows, seeking vengeance. Our old fears, they rise again. And in the dark below, something wicked
A wizard came from the moon.
has awakened. We must bring an end to this suffering. One way or another.
Ooh, I like the September 17th. Holy shit. That's not far away. Wow, okay. So that's for the teaser. I'm lore wise, it's lost on me. I'm so behind that I don't really know what they're referencing. But visually, it looked really cool. I like the tone. You know, I say weird shit like this, but even like I like the name Shadowkeep. It's a cool name for the expansion. Yeah, it looks cool. I don't know much about what it was showing me, but it's just telling me more Destiny 2 stuff. So love me some Hive. I don't know if I'd say I love the Hive, but I like shooting them. Story has been crazy good this season. Yeah, and I stopped playing like mid Forsaken, so I should hop back on because I really enjoyed it. And apparently we'll get into it, but apparently you're gonna be able to move your saves now. Reminds me of Ice Crown Citadel from WoW. Yeah, that sounds like something else you would say, but that it kind of does actually. That's something I actually know about, so that's kind of nice. Yeah, Monster Hunter World DLC, Borderlands 3, this in less than 2 weeks. Oh my god. Yeah. And then fucking Death Stranding. I know it's not on your radar, but that comes out this year, dude. This is fucked. This is so fucked up. But apparently you're gonna be able to move your saves from Destiny 2 over to any platform, which is really fucking cool to hear because I've been wanting to try it on PC, but I don't want to restart, even though it didn't take me that long to get further into it. The first time I played, like 3 days, I was like max level and already buying the DLCs and flying through them. But I was playing nonstop because it was that fucking addicting. That's what it felt like. It felt like addiction. I was like, oh, I gotta fucking level. I gotta get some new shit. So much to play, so little time, dude. Yeah, it's rough. It's rough, and it's really bad for me because like I'm such a dumbass. Like that, anytime a game comes out, I'm like, that looks interesting. I say that a lot. That looks interesting, and then I just buy it, and then I play it. Luckily on Steam, I can fucking return it if I know I'm not gonna play it a whole lot. But you know, on PS4, I'm locked in. So, I play on PS4 again. Well, ain't that fucking convenient? You need to stop hopping around. Are you? That's a dumb question. I was about to ask if you were max level. Of course you are. You're probably way ahead of me. But yeah, I've been wanting to try it on PC. And if you have those cross saves, which we'll get into, it'll make it so I can play on there and then maybe hop back over to PS4 or Xbox if fucking Jeremy plays fucking Destiny 2. I almost said Forsaken 2. I'd be able to play with them, which would be fucking awesome. So that's huge news. That's the biggest news for me on this so far. But there's a couple other things to this as well that this doesn't have a whole lot of info on. It seems like. So is there? Oh, maybe this video. We'll watch this video. Is it in frame? Yeah, it's a legit thing. Like, yeah, I'm so stoked for that. I want more games to just allow me to move my save. I would love that because then, you know, keep the exclusives. It's very important until we just have the one thing that does it all or a service that you're playing everything on. But being able to move my save around is fucking really, really cool, especially in a multiplayer game, cooperative game, especially that they're going free to play. You know, it gives you that option. It gives you that ability to move to something else and potentially get new people to play the game, so it benefits them. Makes complete sense. Makes complete fucking sense. Thing is, here's my problem. If I buy Shadowkeep on PS4 and cross save over to PC, do I need to buy it again? I would assume yes. Especially since the game's going free to play. They're thinking about the new players now, so they're probably going to want that money. No one seems to be talking about this point. Well, we are talking about this point right now, and I hope that you don't. Hopefully it's an account-based purchase, but I highly doubt that. Okay, so then it nulls the point in cross save, which is stupid. I don't agree because if you're a brand new player, like I said, they're doing. Hopefully, we get something as people who bought the game, because this happens in games all the time when they go free to play. But going free to play, they're thinking about the new players. So if I'm playing a free to play game with my friends over here and no one's playing with me, I can hop over here, start playing the free to play game, and potentially buy those expansions. Like okay, so think like Final Fantasy 15 or not 15, 14. When you buy the expansions, you're buying it for PC and you're buying it for PS4. They're completely separate entities, and it kind of sucks. But the people who are fucking hooked to that game, they don't care. They don't even think about it, and you won't either. If you're into Destiny 2 as much as you are, I know you are, you're going to buy it for both. I guarantee you will. But as an MMO light, you need the newest content or it's pointless at the end game. But that didn't stop them from releasing it for free on PlayStation Plus, and I bought the fuck out of the expansions. That's how they get your money. They need to make money. So I'm not even opposed to it. The expansions are like $30, $20. It's not that big a deal for, you know, me, I guess. Yeah, but most people who have it on one won't justify another $30, and they won't. But this is nothing new. So if it is a account based purchase, I don't know of examples of games that have done that. So I have to assume they won't do it. I have to assume they're going to do what most people do: sell the expansions per console, and if they're going free to play, it makes complete sense because they got to make that money. They're going to make money off microtransactions and expansion sales. But they're shooting their own cross save feature in the foot with. I don't agree. I don't agree, because it's the same with Final Fantasy 14, and people buy them on both. And you say they're not going to want to do it. If they're into Destiny 2 and there's people playing on the other thing, they're going to complain and do it. I guarantee it. I see it on Final Fantasy 14 all the time. I don't even play Final Fantasy 14. I have it on PS4 and I have it on PC. In case I ever want to play it on PS4, I got it. Chevy just bought the expansions on PS4 recently when he doesn't have access to his PC. People will do it. I guarantee it. If it's account based, I take it all back, but I doubt it. And I agree. Let me be clear. I hope that they allow you to buy it based off of your account and you can access it anywhere. That'd be awesome, beneficial for us, not them. But, you know, us loving them is beneficial to them. But monetarily, it's not as good. Can they get away with selling multiple times? Absolutely. And will they do that? Most likely, because everybody else does it. I know people will, don't get wrong, but it's a dick move. 100%. I agree. Did you already react to Baldur Gate? Yes, I did. I did do that, and I am excited, especially because the guys who make, oh fuck, was it? I forgot the name of the company. I'm an asshole. Larian Studios is working on it, which is the guys who made Divinity, but which is fucking awesome. That's like the best news in the world for that game, and the teaser was very gross. But I'm really excited for it, and I'm glad that it is actually coming out to PC, because everybody was saying, oh, it's a Stadia exclusive. No, it's not, and it shouldn't be. Okay, I will watch it later. Yeah, this will be up pretty quickly, because this is going to be less than an hour. In fact, I got like 15, 20 minutes tops. Okay, I'll watch it later. I know people, blah, 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 blah. So, yeah, me and you are on the same page in what we want, but just realistically, and I know you're, you know, logical-minded dude, you know where I'm coming from, there's a very good chance you're going to be buying these expansions per console, because you're not going to be buying $60 games anymore, so now you're going to buy 2 expansions, or 3 expansions, and they're going to make that $60 that they want, especially all the new people who are going to be playing this for free. You know, they're going to be buying some kind of microtransaction or the expansions, so they got to make that money back. And all the people who have been playing, you know, we might get slightly fucked, which happens anytime a game goes free to play. But hopefully we get something for being like early adopters, or what the fuck it's called. You're right, I'll buy it twice. I know you will, but I'm not the majority. But anybody who's super into it will do that. Guarantee it, because you stop thinking logically when you really like something. Okay, let's jump into this real quick. I'm going to read this, and I think there's a video, because this is not a big article at all. Destiny 2 introduces huge changes, including a free version called New Light and Shadowkeep expansion. So New Light, if I'm correct, is the free-to-play version that will allow you to play base game and the first 2 smaller DLCs that came out after it, but not Forsaken, and not Shadowkeep. You'll have to buy those still separately, but you'll get the rest of the game pretty much what we got on PlayStation Plus for free, outside of the 2 DLCs that I bought. Let's see. Bungie has confirmed that Destiny 2 Progress will support cross-save across PS4, Xbox One, and PC in upcoming Stadia version, which is, like I said, huge. I'm really excited for that. It hasn't explained how those saves work exactly, but it looks like your progress saves in the cloud and allows you to continue leveling up your character. I wish they had that on fucking Warframe. Regardless of your system. If you pre-order the Stadia Founders Edition, you'll get some exclusive perks, including 3-month subscription to Stadia Pro, getting Stadia... I don't care about that, dude. Okay, let's watch this video. I hate GameSpot's music.
Google has revealed Stadia's price, release window, and list of day 1 launch games. One of those games is Destiny 2, and Bungie has confirmed that you will be able to transfer your previous saves to Stadia.
That is
Bungie
awesome.
has confirmed that Destiny 2 players can use their saves across Xbox One, PS4, PC, and Stadia players. It hasn't explained how those saves work, but it looks like your progress saves in the cloud and allows you to continue leveling up your character regardless of your system. If you pre-order the Stadia Founders Edition, you'll get some exclusive perks, including a 3-month subscription to Stadia Pro. Stadia Pro subscribers will be able to access the entire Destiny 2 experience, which includes the main game, all previous add-ons, the new annual pass, and the upcoming Shadowkeep expansion. The Shadowkeep expansion is a standalone game and does not require previous content.
I'm real interested in seeing what these guys do without Activision.
Bungie will deliver Destiny 2
if it sucks, it's on them. If it's good, it's on them.
There will also be Destiny 2 New Light, which is a free-to-play entry point for all players and includes Year 1 content. Finally, with the departure from Activision, Destiny 2 will be moving to Steam. In Destiny 2, there will be no more exclusive weapons, armor, maps, or activities.
Sony's sitting in a power
Xbox
position
and
right now,
PC
so they can
players
be
aren't locked
dicks.
out of stuff.
But I'm
For
glad
more
they
news
agreed
on
to do
Destiny
it. That
2,
is
head to
funny, though.
GameSpot. What do you think of Destiny 2's cross save? Let me know in the comments below.
Is
My
there...
name is Lily.
I don't give a fuck, Lily. Is there any info on Shadowkeep? Expands MMO features. E3 2019 is nearly upon us, blah, blah, blah. Things kicked off with a trailer, blah, blah, blah. The story of Shadowkeep is all about nightmares, which are apparently versions of villains players have defeated throughout their destiny. Thanks, asshole. Careers, resurrected, and out for vengeance. They include major characters such as, so things are coming back that you fought. Major part of Shadowkeep's story because the usual shoot everything approach won't be enough. Developers also said that Shadowkeep will amp up the psychological horror aspect of the lunar setting. That's cool. I like that kind of shit. The new expansion features new missions and quests to complete, as well as a new dungeon, which is larger type of level that was first introduced to Destiny 2 and Forsaken. There's also a new raid that will return players to the Black Garden, a location that was a big part of Destiny 1's story campaign, but which hasn't featured this person's writing like a dickhead, featured very heavily in Destiny since. Apart from the story details, Bungie and Shadowkeep is the start of a new initiative for the game going forward. A big part of that is to remove barriers between players, starting with cross save. That means you'll be able to move freely between the shit. There's also a new entry point for Destiny 2, New Light. Shadowkeep will also see new changes to the way Destiny 2 plays with a greater push on the RPG side of the game, which is very cool to hear. The first time Bungie is referring to Destiny 2 as an MMO. So it sounds like they are going to expand this game. Me and Shay were talking about that. Are they going to make Destiny 3, quickly, or are they going to just support Destiny 2 for a while? I think they could easily do that. And embracing the connotations that term brings, although developers insisted players. I hate that they're saying developers. Although developers. Why don't they say Bungie? Insisted players shouldn't expect things like a subscription model for the game. Well, definitely not if they're going free to play. What they can expect is a greater emphasis on customization options that allow them to create the kinds of characters they want, which is probably them going, hey, you'll be able to buy shit. In its video documentary about the expansion, Bungie mentioned Armor 2.0, a system that will let you change the perks and mods of a piece of armor. The effect is armor that's more customizable, so you can wear things that look cool, not just things that are most functional. Player versus player multiplayer is getting rework with some classic modes from Destiny 1 returning to Destiny 2, and Bungie revamping other playlist developers said in the vid doc. There weren't many details as to what that'll entail, but Bungie did show off a new gameplay aspect that's sure to be a big hit in the Crucible. That aspect is a set of finishing moves that players can execute against enemies. In the video, they sent huge monsters flying as Guardians executed them with a flourish. Finally, of course, Shadowkeep is going to include a whole lot of new loot. That's what I like to hear. The vid doc included a few work-in-progress exotic weapons, including hand cannon with a scope and a trace rifle that creates critical hit spots on enemies for other players to shoot at, and heavy combat bow that blasts groups of enemies. Bungie's announcement included a huge amount of information offsetting some of what was leaked in the days leading up to its live stream. According to the report, from True Achievements, Microsoft posted Shadowkeep for pre-order ahead. We already went over that. And then digital deluxe shit. Yeah, so there's a digital deluxe version. You're going to get 4 season passes, each offering a unique set of exclusive seasonal activities, artifacts, and rewards. Exclusive Eris Morn themed items, exotic emote, exotic ghost shell, and emblem, which collector's edition, $150. Stuff. There's a lot of stuff. Okay, so let's wrap this up. I linked you that vid doc on Cord. I'll have to watch that later because I don't have time for it, which really kind of sucks. Let's see. I'm going back. She have a nice voice. she did. It was very very nice, very soothing. Who doesn't like that kind of shit? Linked you it. It's a features video. Linked you the vid doc and cord, which yeah, I'll fucking have to watch that at some point. But yeah, overall, I'm actually really digging what's going on paper. You know, we haven't seen what they've done yet, but I like that they're openly saying we're moving Destiny 2 into MMO territory. I like hearing the word Armor 2.0. That reminds me of like Warframe, where what we have is not complete. We're going to make it better. We are not opposed to retooling things to make the game a better experience. That's awesome to hear. That's not something you expect to hear from AAA games. And now that they're on their own and they don't have another company, doesn't matter if it's Activision, any other company above them telling them how to do shit, is very cool. That gives them the freedom and creativity to do whatever the fuck they want. If they fuck it up, it's their fault. If they make it awesome, we'll praise them for it. But that's really cool to hear. I like the idea of customizing your character more, making them more attuned to what you would want them to look like. Customization is always awesome. New content, new missions, new locations, just new loot, of course. Very fucking cool to hear. I'm really excited to see where Destiny 2 goes. We don't know how they're going to be handling the cross saves with the expansions, but the cross saves is a really, really cool and welcome thing, because I love the idea that if I have a friend who only has this console and wants to play Destiny 2 and I'm playing Destiny 2 at the time, I can hop over and play with them. That's so awesome. Very, very excited for that. I wish more games, specifically games in tune with Destiny 2, did the same thing. I mean, that would be so nice, because it sucks when I'm playing Warframe and I got people who don't play on PS4. Guess we'll just talk about Warframe and not play it together. So Destiny 2's making the right decision, or Bungie is making the right decision doing that, and I'm glad Sony allowed saves. If you don't want to do crossplay, whatever, but the cross save thing, very fucking cool. And yeah, I mean, E3 is coming fucking right around the corner this weekend. And we're getting a shitload of announcements already. This is kind of crazy. And one of the last things I was expecting to hear, something that would get me excited, was something from Destiny 2. I like Destiny 2, but I wasn't expecting to get big news on a new expansion and the future of what they're going to be doing, and I'm really fucking pleased with what they're doing. Really excited. So overall, so far, Bungie seems to be going in a really smart and intriguing direction, and I'm really, really, really stoked. Let me know what you guys think in the chat while we're closing this out. I'll give you guys another 3 minutes, 4 minutes, and then let me know in the comments, anybody watching this video later, what you think about Google Stadia, its pricing, its plan, all that shit about that controller. Are you going to buy the $130 kit? What do you think about Baldur's Gate 3 announcement trailer? What do you think about the details on it that don't exist? What do you think about Destroy All Humans and Rammstein? What do you think about Destiny 2 and its cross saves, its free-to-play model? Do you think expansions will be account-based or console-based like a lot of games already do? And what are you hoping for? I'm assuming, you're with us on the same page. You would like to be able to just hop around without having to buy the same thing over and over again. Shadowkeep will be doing the streams, though. I will try and join him. There's a possibility, though, I will only be a voice in the stream, but at least I can help him, get the conversation going, blah, blah, blah. And then, while I'm down in California, I'm going to try and do some live streams, possibly. That's going to be dependent on my signal. I don't know what my phone's going to be like down there. And I will be doing a lot of shooting footage of E3, doing my typical travel vlog type thing. Just B-roll and what we're experiencing there. If I play any games, I'll be giving you guys my impressions on them and trying to upload that every night. So stay tuned. Next week will be very busy for the channel. And definitely, I never asked this, but share the videos, let people know that we're doing E3 coverage. Hopefully it'll be fun, and hopefully there's a lot of exciting stuff to talk about with you guys. Enjoy work. Later's Baywatch. Chevy will be more than okay. He will be. He'll just be a lot. It'll be a lot slower paced. because he's not as well. He doesn't talk as fast as me either, but he isn't as used to doing this as me. So yeah, it'll be fun. All right, guys, I gotta go. Thanks for hanging out, and anybody watching this, thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this, and check out other videos. And yeah, I streamed this on here and Twitch at the same time, so follow me at Tasty Senpai, all one word. We have a Discord link down below. You can talk to us anytime, all time. And we're on iTunes, Spotify, and other podcast platforms if you prefer to listen to us. Although this week's going to be kind of fucked because I don't know if I'm going to be getting audio versions out. I'd love to. I don't know if I'm going to have that kind of time, though. So if you're listening to this, go over to YouTube, Taste Loot Gaming, and fucking listen. Or watch. Go run slow-mo on the beach. I might do that. I might do that. Or at least have Cody do it. All right, guys. I'm out of here. Have a good one. Let's enjoy E3. And I will see you soon.